He's dropped at the 18. In motion left, Flowers. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On the option right is Jackson. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look. It's not going to silence this crowd, but might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Wilson, and he'll be out right at the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Rodgers.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
It's brought in by Wilson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jackson.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. They'll throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. On play action, Rodgers. And Wilson with it, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Steps away. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Dobbins is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Ravens 10, Jets nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And they can't bring him down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
No, we changed it.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Jackson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score, Ravens 17, Jets 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 50.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hey, 26.
That's good for a Jets.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And this is taken in at the 5. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 59 yards. Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try to run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes was about their strategy.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
To throw is Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin, 51 yards.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Baltimore.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Take 30.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So they're